Hi folks, this is Captain Kraken. This video is all about driving. Now, I could probably make just one video, less than 10-15 minutes max, and you're going to know everything you need to know about driving, and this is all I've learned over the last 6-8 months of playing this, plus of my years of playing Tiger Woods PC game. You kind of know how the software code is written. So at that note, we're going to go ahead and kind of tell you everything you need to know about hitting your drive. You want to hit your fairways because that's a huge part of this game. If you're not hitting your fairways, the odds of your approach shot landing on the green where you want to be is slim to none, because you're always going to be in 30, 40%, 50% rough, and the ball's not controllable. So the whole key in here is finding a sweet spot on the green, on the fairway, and aiming for it. And you don't always have to try to outdrive everybody. You don't always have to try to get the longest. What you really want to do is you want to be able to land your shot in a place that your clubs, it lands in one of the sweet spots. So it's a full backswing, a full backswing and full spin of the ball, and you're not in between clubs, so you kind of get a knowing where your sweet spot is on each fairway, and you'll start aiming for it rather than just kind of trying to get the longest shot. So how I try to calculate everything to stay on the fairways, what I want to do is I want to go look at where I want to land, and I want to look at the views. Okay, so right here we're looking at 240 plus 20 feet up. So right here, this is about a 250, it's going to take about 250 yard shot to hit here on its bounce. Now we're also looking at another 11 yards, 10 yards, so there's 260. And so how we like to calculate this is that if you grab you see how far I am, you'll definitely see I will probably go off this green if I go full percent on this. Because it's a practice round. You go a little farther on your practice rounds than you do in full play. So you see how the arrow turns from blue, this little blue line, to red. That tells you how far that ball is going to fly and land before your wind. Okay, it doesn't calculate the wind in. So now that I see that that's where it's going to land, okay, before my wind, and I got 10 years off, 10 yards, 11 yards off. It's full shots, I'm probably going to be over. So I want to take just enough off to have me have a soft bounce and put me somewhere in this area. Because remember, the second shot on this hole is quite difficult. So you're either going to have to lay up over here, or you're going to be going for it. And normally you cannot hold the screen, so you're either going to end up in the bunker or you're going to go long. So you want to just kind of find your sweet spot here and start working that sweet spot, because eventually you're going to know just that right club and just that right speed to kind of hit it right on this fringe, and you can actually start sticking the screen if you know what you're doing. So let's get back to what we're doing. We're going to go full backspin here because you want to control your club. Okay, you want to be able to hit that ball. You want to know where it's going to land. If you're off your shot and it's designed to roll another 20-30 yards, you can assure you it's going to go in the rough. That's just the way the game's designed. So just play it safe and don't get fancy until you're really good. Even I don't get fancy yet. So now that I know where I want to land, I can see that this wind is going to push the ball. So if I have here, it's going to end up at least another 5 feet or so to the right. So I want to end up aiming about right here. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do about a 90% shot. I know you guys calculate a little different, but I use this little marker here about my 95 and about 90. I know it comes up on the meter a little different, but again, this is how I do it. So let's go ahead and just get into the fairway so we can kind of get things going. But before I do, you want to look at the wind. You're going to see the trees, and you can see that I will get the full effect of this wind, because there's nothing to stop this wind from coming down. Based on the trees. If it was secluded and it was a par 3 and the wind was hidden, I would have less wind effect, just because that's the way they've designed the game. So you have to take note of that. So this is pretty much all you really need to know about driving, is getting into the fairway, finding your sweet spot, and working from it from there, from whatever the green is, you know. But again, it's up to you. You like to drive long, you're probably not going to have a high percentage of hitting the greens. So I like to get just long enough, but play it safe without being into the rough, which then I don't even have a shot. So here we go. It's what I call my 95% shot, and we'll see how far it goes or where it goes. So here's my 95 right there. And we got the ding just for the video. How about that?
Good ball.
Now you can see if I went any farther on that, I was in the, I would have been in the rough. So anyway, that's really much all you really need to know about driving, is hitting the fairway, finding a spot that you like, you're familiar with, and just keeping it. Because remember, drives for show, pretty much putting's for the dough, and your approach shot is actually just as important. Anyway, I hope you like my video. If you like, you can subscribe and support my channel. My club name is Hacks for Legends on WGT, so if you're interested in joining, hit me up, send me an email, and we'd love to have you. Again, have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.